Joel Willie with the Smart Cut. We're here in our manufacturing plant, and I'd like to talk a little bit of how the Smart Cut actually works. A couple little nomenclature things. We have what we call a rabbet here, and this rabbet basically's mission is to take the end of your board, and as you slide it to the left, actually show exactly where you're going to cut that board in relation to the saw blade. Okay? And how we do that is we first have to establish exactly on our gauge where this board is going to be cut. And in order to do that, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to actually take a scrap piece of board and we're going to measure that with our tape measure. In this case, you can see that the measurement is 16 7/8. Okay, once we know what that exact measurement is, we put the gauge board in between the saw blade and our rabbet stop, and then our goal is try to align our tape so that it exactly measures at 16 7/8. And the first thing that we're going to do is we actually are going to loosen and adjust this end plate. And what we'll do is we will slide this left or right, and then once we're in a position where we're reading 16 7/8, we will go ahead and lock that. And we'll use actually a pliers, and we'll tighten that as tight as we can get it. In theory, that end plate will not move from there on out. Even after you disassemble and come back the following day, you put this into your truck, and you come back and reestablish your Smart Cut for the next job, in theory that tape end plate will always stay in that same position. So we'll lock that very tight. You also can see there's going to be another little set screw that's just below that. And the mission of that set screw is to be fairly loose, is just to keep that tape horizontal in the right horizontal plane. So when that rabbet slides out, you're able to read, with relative ease where you're going to make that cut. Okay? So once we are close to 16 7/8 and we lock that in place, you'll also have some additional capability with this gauge spring to rotate that about 5/16 either way, and also raise or lower the spring so it's very close to the tape measure in order to get you the most accurate measurement. Okay, once that's done, once you're complete with that mission, you're able to at that point then cut at will. And depending on where you have your board, in this case we have a little slat board that we use here at the shop for packaging. If I needed to cut that board, in this case, just a little bit, slightly less, around 40 7/8, then if I pull my saw down, because my gauge is at the end and I'm measuring to my saw blade, we've already established that, you're going to cut that board exactly at 40 7/8 every time. And after that, it's just a matter of taking your boards, sliding your rabbet down to where you need to actually cut that, and then making your cut. It's that easy. I hope you think to yourself, I can't believe it's that simple and I haven't thought of that, because that's exactly some of the response that we've been receiving for a couple months here. So, happy cutting.